So we're back with the Car Chronicles slash a little bit of update as to where I'm at. So I haven't really been talking about the fact that I'm going to Nationals in July to try to get my pro card. And that's because I kind of decided to not really vlog that next part. I asked, and I did have a couple people that had mentioned they'd like me to do it. But I kind of felt like I wanted to go back to more of the motivational videos and stuff like that. So today, I actually posted something on Facebook and I decided to make a video on it. And it's kind of keep it real kind of post. So literally, my stomach has dramatically changed. So those of you that have been following me for a really long time know that I have Crohn's disease, and I always talk about how I'm blessed to have Crohn's disease because it keeps me in check. You know, I used to eat the same thing every single day for years. I mean, little tiny adjustments here and there. Then I started working with a coach. Then I switched coaches, so we're fast forwarding through that. And now I've been with this guy for about a year and 3 months, a year and 4 months. And literally everything has changed. So I'll go out to a restaurant and they might cook something and it might have lemon, which I used to be allergic to, you know, balsamic vinegar, seasonings, but now my stomach has dramatically changed. And I got myself into remission with nutrition and exercise, but I was always very scared to try new things. Then I started seeing this Dr. Shapiro, who is an MD, but she specializes in homeopathic medicine, and a lot has changed with her, but then even more has changed with Johnny Casalina. And, you know, doing my super greens and doing my digestive enzymes through this company, Project AD, which I always put in the description box of all my videos, that has dramatically changed everything. And just everything has changed. Now, so those of you that have been following, you know that I competed and I was 12 weeks prepping, because for years, for like almost 2 years, a year and a half, I was bulking, trying to get some size on my legs, but doing a clean bulk because I didn't want to look sloppy. Like, I need to look the part. I'm a health coach. I don't like to call myself a personal trainer. So, I did it the clean way, but my body fat raised and all that other stuff. So I legitimately was cutting. Getting out of that show, the Contra Costa show that I just did, I was 10 weeks out from the other show. So I was already super lean. So basically what we decided, or what he decided to do, is kind of put back, like, not like a bulking, but where I'm getting, and he gave me, while I was bulking, he gave me treats. Now, I don't eat garbage, I can't because of my Crohn's disease, but like I would eat different things. Like I would have higher carb meals, or I would, you know, eat things that I normally hadn't eaten before. Not like garbage, like ice cream or, you know, cookies and stuff like that. Maybe I would do a Len & Larry's cookie, like a protein cookie, and that's as a cheat, or treat. And that's because I was bulking. Like, I don't believe in cheats for people that are trying to lose weight. You have to think of it. It doesn't make any sense. I'm trying to put on weight, which is why those are in my program. You're trying to lose weight. I don't think that you need to have cheats. All they do is takes you to do it the right way. It takes you a week to lose 2 pounds, and then you could put on 4 to 5, 6 pounds. Granted, some of that is water, which I'm going to get to in a minute. Basically then what he did was, like, kind of, I'm 6 weeks out tomorrow. So for these weeks, since I came in so lean, 10 weeks out from this show, we're doing like, were giving me a little bit more wiggle room to, like, still keep me full, so I'm not like super lean throughout the whole entire thing, so I'm not super exhausted, you know, going into the last couple weeks of the show. So I had a moment. I had a moment of nerves. I had a moment of overwhelming stress, not scared, I mean, this is literally me letting my guard down, and I'm very open about everything in my life, you guys. I mean, that's why I put my story on my website, which is also in the description box. But like, I just had a moment, and what do we do when we have moments? Sometimes we self-sabotage. So it was technically an approved treat he gave me. I even asked him, like, what do you think, like, when he wrote on my plan, you know, like a treat at this time. Like, I'm like, okay, what do you consider a treat? Because somebody that has an eating disorder who's an extremist, you gotta specify. And he gave me, like, an example, and I'm not gonna give it to you. And then I'm like, okay. And so I had my version of it. So, like, I would eat, and it was also at night. So I ate it. And then, like, it got a little out of control. And not so bad, like, where, it brought back any old issue that I had, if you know what I'm talking about, like my bulimia. But, you know, like, it was too much. And on Thursday, I had legs. And I posted a picture of my legs, like 2 weeks ago, and a picture of my legs yesterday. And you can totally see, like, how I called it fluffy, and granted, it's fluffy for me, but not fluffy for other people. Like, you could see a little bit of muscle, and I really had to check myself. I had to check myself that night and forgive myself. I had to check myself the next morning, and this literally just proved, like, it even said, I posted something on Instagram on my story, and it said, feeling a little fluffy from my high carb day. Can't wait to be, I'll clean it up, or whatever, something in 24 hours. And somebody's like, you can do that? And yes, because it was a lot of just water retention. That's why I tell people, when you're losing weight and you go and you have a cheat, yes, you can put 6 pounds on, and some of it is water weight, but if you're trying to lose body fat, it's not going to come off like it did with me. So, like, today, I did and I almost wanted to wait another day. But I said, no, I gotta, you know, forgive myself, move forward. You know, I did 5 minutes of extra cardio. Ooh, I almost took out my husband's car. 5 minutes of extra cardio in the morning, and then 5 minutes, but I didn't want to go too out of control because, again, we're not trying to have me be too skinny or anything like that, but whatever. The point is that I had to forgive myself. It could have gotten worse. It could have turned into even worse then. It could have turned into worse the next day. It could have literally gotten out of control. But I forgave myself. I did affirmations. I listened to a motivational video. I'm so happy that I've committed to being that coach, that I have a private group on my Facebook, and every morning I post a motivational video. It also helps me because I listen to the video before I post it in my private group for my clients. So, like, I did that. I did my positive affirmations, and, you know, I looked at my pictures this morning and I was like, oh my God, okay, so first off, the fluff is gone, but it doesn't mean, like, it doesn't mean that I can get away with that. I'm not at all gonna say next time, oh, I can do a little bit more because look, it was gone. No, like, I won't at all ever allow myself to justify that, because the emotions and even how I felt physically and emotionally on Thursday. I had a good workout on Thursday, but, you know, maybe it could have been better. I felt strong, but it was, of course, because of the high carbs, and I don't want it to be for that reason. And I'm so beyond motivated to really step it up and see what I'm capable of and get my pro card and make John proud and make myself proud first and foremost, and be proud of being a woman that doesn't make excuses and all that other stuff. So, you know, I just wanted to put myself out there to you guys today and give you guys a little motivation that if you have a moment to forgive yourself and move forward, and it doesn't have to be the end of the world. It doesn't have to be, it doesn't have to turn into 2 and 3 days, and, you know, you can hard work and do the work that you need to get rid of it, and then learn the lesson and then move forward. But again, when you're on weight loss, you don't want it to be where, and I'll give you a perfect example, and this I talk about with my clients. So let's just say if you weighed 150 on Saturday, and then you slipped up and you had a moment and you ate really bad, and then you were 156 because you weighed yourself, which you should always do. And then literally within like a day, you were already 3 pounds down. So you were down to 153. And then you killed it. You did a couple extra rounds of cardio the next couple days, like kind of like what I did. And then boom, you're right back to 150, but you're right back to 150 after that week. bulimic. So all you did was re-lose the same weight. Do you want to keep doing that? Re-losing the same weight when you're trying to lose weight? Maybe you're 5'2" and you're trying to get down to 120. You know, you need to lose 30 pounds. You need to not keep losing the same 3, 4, 5, 6 pounds. So again, I'm human. I'm not a superwoman. I have my moments. I am never cured of being bulimic. Or having an eating disorder. I will always be emotionally connected to food. I have mastered my coping skills, but I am not a perfect master because which is whatever. Because look at what happened. After 17 years, 18 years, that was the last time I was hospitalized for having a nervous breakdown and being really sick and all that other stuff. So, you know, I hope you learned something from this. I hope that it inspired you. I had a lot of messages from my post on Facebook, a lot of text messages from clients. Thank you for putting yourself out there and posting that. And that's it. So, love you guys.